What's going on, everybody? It's the one and only John P, back with another video here on my channel. And hey, look, man, I know it's been a long time since I posted, but hey, look, I just haven't had any fun playing Infinite Warfare, and I'm just not gonna. I don't know. I just don't want to tell you. I just haven't had fun, and I know everybody's gonna say, "Well, I can play another game or whatever," and I have been. I've been playing some CS:GO, and I couldn't really fix my recording settings, but I finally figured it out. So you might see some CS:GO on the channel. So be on the lookout for that. And of course, what you're seeing right now is some Infinite Warfare. What? Yes, some Infinite Warfare. It's a deatomizer strike on terminal, and of course my noob self, I never have my Elgato running, and I just straight up destroyed the first half, man. Like, we had them in a decent trap. We had the two flags that were spawning on one side, and nobody was overextended. It was just like the perfect scenario when you're playing with randoms, and I was just going in, and I ended up getting the advanced UAV. And once I picked up the advanced UAV, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna drop this. I have to. It's been a long time. I've been on the struggle bus on Infinite Warfare, and then I just camped out, man. I'm like, you know what, whatever it takes, I'm gonna do it. If I have to camp, I'm going to camp, and that's what I did. I camped until I got the final last few kills. I dropped the deatomizer, and the only reason why I camped was because we got pretty much ran over the second half. Like, we were stuck in a spawn trap, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna choke this, man. I always choke the deatomizer. I'm not choking it this time. I'm gonna camp it out and do whatever it takes, man, whatever it takes. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I really want to talk about is something that I was like thinking about the other day, and it's just like, with all the news of the boots on the ground coming out for the next Call of Duty title, I was like, what would be the perfect Call of Duty? Like, if they could just make the perfect Call of Duty, what would it be? So in the comments below, let me know what y'all think. What would be y'all perfect Call of Duty? Put it in the comments below. But for me, personally, man, if I could just make the perfect Call of Duty, of course, I would have the guns or weapons from MW3. And before everybody starts getting all upset, starts getting mad, think about it, man. In MW3, you can use just about anything and everything on MW3. The weapons were good to use. They were great, from the SCAR, the ACR, the MP7, the M4. Just basically every weapon on that game was good. You can actually sit there and use them, and it's surprising that ever since then it's always been like one or two guns just dominating Call of Duty. But for some reason, that one right there, you can use just about anything and everything, and it would work. Even the secondaries, you can pull out a secondary and then play really good with it. And as far as like score streaks, of course, man, score streaks, you have to go with Black Ops 2, man. Black Ops 2 score streaks were amazing, man. It's just the same as MW3, man. The score streaks on Black Ops 2, you can use any of them, man, and you can just wreck. You can basically run UAV counter and then Hailstorm and just wreck a lobby. If you're good enough, you can just wreck that whole lobby just with those three. But they have the escort drone, the VSAT, the Dorito chips, man. That streak alone probably is by far the best, score streak, whatever, was the VSAT. It is better than the Hater. It's better than the advanced UAV. The freaking VSAT was amazing. And then of course you had, the Swarm. Man, if you had the Swarm and the K9, if those two back to back, if you can just drop those back to back, oh my God, you would just make everybody rage quit with that. And then that right there, man, it was amazing. And the Warbird, man, the Warbird was also another one. The escort drone. I could just go on and on with the score streaks in Black Ops 2, man. That's how good those score streaks were. And as far as like perks and the perk system, or it's pretty much just kind of like a throw up, man. I kind of liked just MW2. MW2's perks were actually pretty good, just for the simple fact that was it the one-man army? The one-man army, and that was dope. And they were basic. You just pick these three, and that's what you had. That's what you had to use. That's what you couldn't have like extra slots. Run 6 perks. They didn't have that, which was good. You just had your basic 3, and that was it. You had your It's basic. It's not OP. You know, it is what it is, and it worked. And as far as maps go, you know, of course, it's pretty hard to say, you know, because MW3 had good maps, Black Ops 2 had good maps, and Black Ops 1 had good maps, and you know, it's like, it's kind of a toss-up. It really depends on your preference. You know, I really did like Black Ops 2 maps. They were actually really good. They flowed good. You know, they didn't have all these like crazy like angles and whatever. It was just basic, just triangle style of maps, and it worked good. So, you know, Black Ops 2 in all was probably one of the better Call of Duties. Even though I love MW3 more, you know, Black Ops 2 was actually really good. But of course, the last thing I'd have to bring back, the last one, is the tactical nuke from MW2. You had to have that, man. You have to have that in Call of Duty. That right there would just top it off, man. You know, call it in the game, ball game. And then, you know, just that whole, just getting one and calling it in, just hearing them say that, you know, tactical nuke, whatever, it shit was just great, man. It was awesome. I loved it. But of course, that's my time. But in the comments below, let me know what, you know, the perfect Call of Duty for y'all. Put that in the comments below. But also, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. But always remember, if you don't work, you don't eat. And if you don't grind, you don't shine. It's your boy!
And I just don't give a fuck. Peace.